This is the season we actually go a little deeper. Are you allowed to talk about it, or is because I could spoil all of this?
We're going to go deeply into a character named Sister Maggie, who is sitting right in front of me, played by Joanne Whalley. And I think fans of the comics are going to be extremely excited by that storyline. And there will be some twists and turns that you're not expecting on that storyline.
What was it like to step back into, well, you're not stepping back into the red. It looks like you're stepping back into the black outfit, man, for this flick.
There's many reasons for it, which will be discovered when you watch season 3. It was really fun because it felt like we were, in many ways, we were having a bit of an homage to season 1. I think we just kind of, talking to Eric, we kind of decided and discovered that based on everything that's happened to Matt in season 2, and of course the Defenders, he no longer feels like he can identify with what that costume represents. And then, of course, for story purposes, it's really exciting because someone else perhaps gets to put it on for a minute there.
Your character, I have a special connection to.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with you.
Yeah. I didn't know you'd be playing her. We would have kept her alive. Karen Page winds up getting killed. But she is an insanely strong and central character, not just in the Daredevil series, but also Punisher as well, the entire Marvel Netflix universe. Were you a fan of the comics prior to this?
It's not necessarily my geek world niche. I have my own geek niche.
Wait, what is your geek niche?
Oh, they all know. Dungeons and Dragons.
Are you really a D&D player? Are you really? You're a game runner as well?
Can you imagine being a Dungeons and Dragons guy and having Deborah Ann Wall come in and run your game?
We got to stop the show for a minute to look at this man and honor the performance that you've brought to Wilson Fisk.
I have made many mistakes, but I accept the debt I'm paying because of them.
The craft means something very deeply to you, man. Take us into how you do Wilson Fisk.
I realized very quickly that it was an emotional story, that he was an infant of sorts. I hate to say this, but I'm a method actor, and
nothing wrong with that.
And so I found his voice through a particular event that happened in my life. And so in method acting, when you do an effective memory, you create sounds, you turn emotions into sounds, and that sound that came out of my gut turned into his voice. And so when I speak Wilson's voice, I speak it through that emotion. Yeah.
My mighty duck friend, how are you? You are the heart of this show, man. Foggy always has been, at the end of the day. The moral conscience and the heart of the show. And the sense of humor and whatnot. And what's it like coming back to Foggy?
It's a pleasure. And this season in particular, the stuff that Eric wrote for me was amazing. All the writers, actually. I was telling Eric the other day that, all the writers who come out for the episodes were a tremendous help, not just with the dialogue, but with performance and other stuff. So I love playing Foggy. I really do.
Excellent. Boys, new to the scene. I know I can't go deep on your characters. Can you take me into it? What are you doing in season 3 of Daredevil?
I'm a new character in the show. I play an FBI agent who's down on his luck, and he's been overlooked for promotions at the FBI, and somehow becomes Wilson Fisk's handler.
The other Wilson, the real Wilson in the cast, you're new as well, and I suspect you got some deeper ties to the story I won't touch on.
Sure.
But tell me who we're talking about you playing until it comes out.
Right, yeah. I play also an FBI agent, Special Agent Benjamin Poindexter, who, that's a name that might mean something for certain fans of the comics.
Everything, all the blood in my body just rushed.
So, when we meet him at the beginning of the season, I would say he's a highly skilled FBI sniper with some serious psychological issues. And over the course of the season, he may or may not become the second most feared man in Hell's Kitchen.
What is it like jumping into the world of Marvel?
We had such good writing. The scenes that Charlie and I have together, they're so beautifully written, and within a show that also has action and fun stuff and costumes and all of those other elements, to have the depth of these relationships is kind of remarkable. And so I had a wonderful time doing it.